delighted to welcome as many people as we possibly can to our third exhibition of David LaChapelle's work. It always creates quite a stir when we have him.
They set your teeth on edge, and I mean that in a good way. These are just faintly repellent and rotten and decadent and gorgeous and beautiful and sumptuous with an underlying nastiness to them. Flowers traditionally have been symbols of death. And it's no big deal to interpret David's pictures like that, but he adds this sense of the uncompromisingly contemporary. It's as if David is actually turning his camera on his own world, his own society, his own culture, his own friends, and showing them, well, the truth. So you set these up as a still life? Yeah. And how much manipulation do you do when you've taken the master photograph?
You know, first of all, we start off, and I'm shooting high definition with the best camera available right now in the world. So that's why you see no grain and the clarity of image. But I wanted to play with the visual, optical thing, kind of like the, the sort of. Photorealism painters would play with the opposite, trying to make a painting look like a photograph. Yeah. I was trying to make the photo look like a painting.
That caterpillar, for example.
Yeah.
Up here.
Yeah.
What's he made of?
He's a caterpillar.
Oh, he's a real caterpillar.
Oh yeah. He's a real caterpillar. Just the plastic, this gives it that sort of, instead of a tapestry or something, using these garbage bags and plastic sheets, but it also at the same time gives you this painterly effect, and then we put diffusion in the air with a slight bit of smoke. Yeah. And then I shot sometimes 4 seconds, 8 seconds.
Be able to represent him is a huge coup for us, he's now being collected by some of the major museums. He's had exhibitions in very important public spaces in these last few years, in Korea, in Israel, in America, in New York, and wherever. And so, he's beginning to build a curriculum that is putting him at the forefront.
Particularly my style, and particularly the style of this gallery, is to have artists from every time through the centuries, from the 14th century, from the gold grounds period, from the Florence era, when there was the Medici or the Giotto before, to the views, the Italian views of the 18th century, Canaletto or something else, or Caravaggesque before, and then today contemporary modern art. We already finished an exhibition on Giorgio Morandi, the famous still life painter, some months ago. So we like to surf through the centuries. That is there are no borders for us in the history of art. That is our style of a gallery, our concept.
These particular spaces lend themselves, I think, very, very well for David's incredibly colorful compositions.
It's the first time I've really seen the pictures hung properly in any space at all, ever. So it's the first time I've seen them hanging, and really happy that they look as I wanted them to, and I'm just very satisfied.
In a way, it's mixing the traditional flowery things and still nature with pop art, which I like pop art, and his photography background. So, well, yeah.
So I think it's beautifully lit. They're wonderful surroundings which should give almost any kind of work a good start, I think.
I think it's beautiful. I mean, it's such a lovely building, such a lovely part of Mayfair as well. I think it's a nice big space which I really think captures the work. Obviously the images are quite big, and so you would really need sort of a space which has the height, and I think this space really does do that work justice.
I think David gives this kind of happiness when you look at his work. That has something very serious inside, but at the first looking, you feel something that is happiness, is plenty of colors, something quite decorative and elegant.
I think Marco and Edmondo are putting on really good shows. And even though a lot of the work they do deals with the secondary market, so it isn't just contemporary art, I think that the shows they do, like this one and like the Morandi show, I think that it puts them really in the first tier of London galleries.
I think you certainly need the space. You do need the space, otherwise the beauty of these paintings or these pictures is diminished. You bring forward whatever you want to show to the public, you bring forward with the way you exhibit it.
I love the gallery. I love the gallery. It's a wonderful space, and everything is very well displayed. And I spoke with the owner earlier, and he was charming, which is very important. So yeah, I love the place.
Well, I'm Kate Malone, and I was lucky enough to exhibit with Robilant Voena about a year and a bit ago, my ceramic work. And the gallery, yet again, has put on a beautiful show. And in a way that they show the old masters, there's this great beauty and decadence in the old masters. Here it is with David's work, and it's just, there's this incredible sense of decadence, richness, sort of imbued with this sort of funny decay. It's very interesting that the word decay and decadence are there together.
Working with the gallery. The gallery is more than just a beautiful space. It's the people that you work with and the staff who they hire. They're lovely people and make me feel just very comfortable, and I feel understood and supported.